We are going to do a Gematria breakdown on Charles Hoskinson's interview with Dan from Crypto Capital Venture. Go check out his YouTube channel. He's a Cardano bull. A lot of great information. Make sure to watch this full video today because this one is a banger. What's up, everybody? Art Turner, Data Productions Media. Dreams are tangible aspirations where we scheme our dreams into existence. Like I said in the intro, we have a banger topic today. Charles Hoskinson interview with Dan, Crypto Capital Venture. We're going to go through a couple of timestamps I have in this article that's already up on Data Productions Media. It's going to be short, to the point, and you can do your own research, but I know I have some banger decodes that I wanted to share with you guys. In this video, we're not going to talk about price. Price is not important. This is pure fundamentals. When Charles likes to do interviews with people, he makes a stipulation that he's not talking price because it really doesn't matter in the long term. But there's a lot of gems in here, and if you follow along with not only my Gematria Decodes, this article, and with the full video, you'll get some good things, and you'll find out why you should be investing in Cardano and the things and the other altcoins and stuff that are popping up on its platform in the future. So now let's get into the article. So getting into the article, this is what I just have before we start going over to the timestamps. Charles Hoskinson joined Dan from Crypto Capital Venture in an informative interview, gaining a lot of insight into the future of the Cardano platform. The native token for Cardano is ADA. This article has specific time codes in relation to the important topics I highlighted from the interview. With each highlighted topic, I have Gematria Decodes to solidify and confirm some of the things Charles was saying. Refer to YouTube video link to follow along with decodes. So that's what we're going to do. So I did some general decodes before specifically getting into the timestamps. So this is what I have. I took the title of the YouTube video, Charles Hoskinson interview Cardano, the path to a billion users, CCV. I put CCV for short for Crypto Capital Venture, and I got 331 in reverse reduction and 222 in septenary. I also got Dan Cardano Crypto Capital Ventures. Now I know he doesn't have an S on his YouTube channel. It's just Venture. But again, if you actually go into my Discord, which I'm going to shout out right now, you'll know S's are kind of replaceable. So it does match with the 133 in reduction. But also remember, it's Crypto Capital Venture, not Ventures. I added the S, but in this case, it applies. And again, I've back tested this. You can go to my Discord and you can find my back testings of the S and the importance of S's and things. So this is a funny decode I picked up on while watching the interview. Charles is cursing to seem more relatable to Cardano holders. I felt like, he's one of those people that when you hear him curse, it's kind of almost forced. I have that same vibe with LeBron James. There's some people that when they curse, it's almost like they're trying to curse and it doesn't necessarily come out as natural. So that was funny. That was a little bit more at the end of the video. Going back to it, the video is 1 hour, 33 minutes and 17 minutes long. So you have that 1 hour and 33, 133, you have that 33. But you have that big 137 as well, the 33rd prime, that 133.7. You can just cast off that one in certain scenarios. So to me, I felt like this video was very powerful. You got a lot of great investing information to really pick and choose from. So I think that's very important, and people need to realize that. 1 hour, 33 minutes, and 17 seconds equals 560 in English ordinal. 56, that's important because we know Cardano from my previous videos. If you watched, Waters Above's crypto stuff, you realize that Cardano is a Jesuit coin. Society of Jesus equals 56 in the reduction cipher, right? So that's why that 56 is very important. And let me just show you guys, just so you guys know, I'm not playing. Look, Society of Jesus 56 in reduction. Now let's get into the timestamps. And so we're going to follow along with the video, and we're going to get into the decode. So now let's get into 640, where we talk about crypto blockchains getting adopted by Fortune 500 companies.
You live in a situation in this industry right now that if a company like Microsoft or Apple decides to do a blockchain project, they will get from day one brutalized for not picking blockchain X or Y and for picking blockchain Z. Normally, when you do a product announcement, you're excited. It's wow, they're doing this innovative thing. Microsoft HoloLens. They say, how dare you run that on Ethereum? How dare you run that on Bitcoin? Something like that. So as a Fortune 500 company, you start thinking, well, maybe I shouldn't do anything in this crypto space. So you've just now denied our industry as a whole tens of millions of users who will float around and have preferences across the board. So even if Samsung or Microsoft or Google pick blockchain X, by breaking their user base there, they've just brought in 10 million, something like that, or 1 billion. That's good for us all. But you can't get past that with the maximum of the toxicity. You can't see beyond that. So you ask, well, how do you bring it in? This week,
He loves talking about Microsoft. So that might be a Cardano ADA Microsoft connection in the future. So now let's get back to the article and see what I have decode wise. So the first timestamp decode is Fortune 500 cryptocurrency adaptation will occur with digital dollar. I really do believe the digital dollar is coming. It's inevitable, probably 2024, 2025. That's what some experts are saying. But that's really the only, place for the Fed to go with inflation and things like that to like a crypto. So Fortune 500 cryptocurrency adaptation will occur with digital dollar equals 13,330 in squares. So you have that 333 then 0. So you have that 333 in the middle in squares. Mathematical cipher. Then you have Fortune 500 crypto adaptation will occur with the implementation of the digital dollar equals 13,337. So you have that big 100. You have that big 13337. That 137. Powerful. And then he talks about again, and then it goes in with the digital dollar. I do feel that a lot of cryptos will be getting purged before this for regulation, quote unquote. So I have ADA will survive the cryptocurrency purge with digital dollar. 666 English ordinal 666. Stable coins are stable until they aren't. 133 reduction. People try to bash on Cardano ADA for being a stable coin. Well, it can move when it gets all these things going, all that technology. It's going to move. I know that for a fact in my heart. Cardano, ADA, and Microsoft partnership with the digital dollar. 313 reverse reduction. All right, you have that 33. Like I said, Charles loves talking about Microsoft a lot. So I think there is a connection there. Cardano and the ticker symbol for Microsoft, MSFT, 133, 52 in reduction, and Chaldean. So we have those currency numbers right there. We have that 133 investing number in English ordinal money. Cardano and ticker symbol for Microsoft partnership, 1,303 English extended, that 133. We love seeing that. Cardano and Microsoft partnership, 2022 in English Sumerian, that 222. We love seeing that. So that's just that's just at the, almost the 6-7 minute mark, the gems started to roll out. All right. This is long term, remember. Now let's go to the 21-minute mark, and my decodes are kind of contrary to what Charles is saying.
and it's just an inevitable matter of putting all those pieces together. And if winning means you have to compromise on quality and have $10.5 billion of hacks a year and not care about people and surrender to centralization or reset the network anytime it breaks manually, I don't want to win. I'd much rather lose with some integrity. And frankly, I think it's neither. I think we're going to win with integrity because that's ultimately what crypto's all about. That's the point of crypto, is the principles of it, or else you're just building another legacy system and trade,
legacy system.
Goldman Sachs for Ethereum or Goldman Sachs for Bitcoin or something like that. What the hell's the point? It makes no sense.
Charles is talking about how he doesn't want crypto to be a legacy system. He doesn't want Ethereum to become the new Goldman Sachs and whatnot. Well, I don't know. Like, I mean, is it really here nor there? The Matrix is going to Matrix, whether he believes it's not going to be a legacy system or not. Controllers are going to control. At the end of the day, that's just my view. I'm not saying somebody has to agree with my view. That's how I see the things. So to have a free world within crypto, I don't see it. And so this is some of the gematria I have based off my perspective. Blockchain will become legacy system. I think that's inevitable if it's really going to be a system of the future and what's really going to take over. That's ultimately how humans work. So blockchain will become legacy system. 331 English ordinal, 133 in reduction. So you have those 33s in the ordinal and the reduction. Crypto blockchain will become a legacy system. 133 in Chaldean. Crypto will become a legacy system. 333 Jewish ordinal. Is this me being a pessimist? No. Maybe be more realistic and seeing how history usually repeats itself. I'm not saying there's not pros to crypto, but I'm not, leading myself down the whole world where it's like, a new free world. The Matrix has never worked like that. So I would have to see it to believe it, but if Charles is correct and he's right, oh man, I'm happy. So I'll go with that. But that's what the decodes are showing. So now let's go into the metaverse NFT portion that he was talking about.
The growth curve, and you have to think about next 5 years and 10 years. What will we use these things? For example, if you're an NFT guy, you have to be a credible metaverse player because that's what's going to preserve NFTs. It's analogous to domain names in the web browser. So the web is infinite, but you need some scarcity there. So how about Microsoft.com, Google.com, these types of things? That's real estate in the web. And
scarcity.
Worth millions of dollars. Well, similarly, NFTs connected to a metaverse, that creates scarcity in a limited spatial world. And then suddenly you will have the equivalent of a Microsoft.com or that type of real estate metaverse. So if you're serious about NFTs, that's an area where you have to dominate it and do something good at. Has anybody succeeded in that yet? No. And new players vary all the time. And there's no network effect there. There's fundamentally different technology to be a good player there. And there's a great book called The Spatial Web that talks about that. The other's called The Infinite Red. That's just one example. If you talk about regulation, you need to win the identity war, metadata.
Hopefully you guys are putting that together. What is he saying? What coin did I talk about last week? Paribus, scarcity, metaverse, NFT. They're building on Cardano's platform. You don't think Charles is already in the works with Paribus to make that happen? He's already thinking it. They're building something off that. Y'all got to start putting the dots together, all right? These are key fundamental dots. You got to start putting these together because this is how you make money, all right? Sometimes you got to be more patient. You got to wait, but it can get there, all right? Because he's giving you the keys. Look at the Gematria Decode I have. Just simple. Scarcity in Metaverse, Paribus, 303 Jewish ordinal. You have 1,033 in primes. I don't need to go further. You heard what Charles said. We've talked about Paribus in one of my last videos. So what are we talking about here? The play is right in front of us. The plays are in front of us. We just have to accumulate when it's undervalued and oversold, and sell when the valuation's higher than it should be. So now we're going to get into timestamp 37-minute 52-second mark where he started talking about Rogan after Gogan, the Gogan era. I kind of like that catchphrase, and it has some pretty good gematria. But let's see what he has to say first.
There. And that's why I kept saying Rogan after Gogan, because that's where those really well-developed things start crystallizing. And what I can do is act as an advertiser-in-chief for the ecosystem. It'd be real boring if I talked about myself. How about I talk about hey, there's this great project that's doing this, and there's this great project doing this, and then suddenly these small projects get, an 11 million person audience now looking at them, looking at their web, crash all their web. If I crash their websites, I'm the happiest guy in the world.
Parabus.
So I want to get to that point. So it's not just about our progress and where we think the funnel needs to be. We need to give the ecosystem a little bit of time to mature to a point where they can really showcase the value that they've created, and then go do that. And it'll be a great conversation, and hopefully get invited back with Friedman and these things. And also, it provides a lot of real, enduring, tangible value to the ecosystem. And then people don't look at Cardano as yet another cryptocurrency or speculative instrument. They look at Cardano as a framework for dreams to be built, as a framework to do things a little differently, and to restore trust and credibility in institutions and systems that lack them.
Rogan after Gogan. So Rogan after Gogan, ADA, 333, reverse ordinal. Rogan after Gogan, 84. We understand that Jesuit equals 84. Let me pull that up just to make sure, we cross-reference. Hold up. 84, bang. 84, bang. So you see that. Okay. 84 is important. Then you have 1,370 in Trigonal, that 137, 33rd prime. Cardano will be the matrix blockchain, 303 in Jewish ordinal. So that's very important. We had that 303 right on top. Scarcity and metaverse, Parabus. So that's something that we have to look out for in the long term, which could be a money maker. Now, some other really good tangible things that could pop up as an opportunity for Cardano in the future, since they are working in Africa, is Texas mineral and water rights. We know water rights is going to be an important thing in the age of Aquarius, and who's going to control that? So maybe that's Cardano. So let's go to the 40-minute and 22-second mark and see what we have.
Let's look at Texas. Okay, oil. So mineral rights, water rights. I'm a rancher. Mineral water rights, big deal. Frontier, Texas included, and it gets pretty bad. All of that can be put on the blockchain. Massive efficiency gains. Whole voting system is taken on blockchain. Absolute fidelity, credibility. No hacking. No participation by undocumented immigrants. No participation by dead people, criminals. These types of things. Every year, know everybody eligible to vote of that set who voted. Count the votes and know that you have nobody's friend. Radical transparency of the budget. Every single dollar spent by the state of Texas, you can track and trace. You can see where it went, metadata behind it, and the audit trail. No more lost money. No more Pentagon waking up saying we lost $1 trillion. We don't know where it went. That stuff happens. No more monkey business with any of those things. Okay, so you have radical transparency.
Monkey business will always happen. That's how it's always gone. But I know what you mean, Charles. But yes, mineral, Texas, water rights, oil, that type of thing, that's going to be huge. We have mineral and water rights in Texas equaling 331 in English ordinal and 133 in reductions. So we have that 33 combo again. Land, mineral, water rights in Texas, Cardano equals 222 in reverse reduction and 3,333 in trigonal. So that's very powerful. Now we're getting close to the end. We have at the 46-minute mark restoring democracy, though, like I said, I'm not being a pessimist. That might not be completely possible, but I love the concept.
Just look at how much progress has been made there. We're just getting started. So it'll come. And it's all about restoring faith and trust into institutions. Democracies and representative republics, they only work when you trust the institutions. If you don't trust them, you have to restore it. And you can do it through investigations and leadership changes and new laws and constitutional amendments. But when that process fails for too long, eventually the only recourse is a civil war and some new government coming in. I don't want to go down that road. So the alternative here is, frankly, just putting a new governance system in place through something that's not quite private, it's not quite public. And there's been attempts to do this. For example, with the Federal Reserve System. It's not quite private, it's not quite public. It's some sort of thing that lives kind of in between the two. It's just there. And And the hope was that by doing it that way, somehow inoculated from the politics of society. It failed miserably, but they at least tried. And the thing about blockchain is that it actually has the power to fulfill that dream. And the killer application, kind of like email was to the internet, is monetary policy in blockchain. But by no means is it the only application, just like email is not the only application. It just gets the party started. And once you start thinking that way, you go through line item by line item. Which institutions in society have lost trust and legitimacy? And then it's just a question of what do we need to build to restore it and bring everybody along so that we both agree, and we disagree politically, that the institutions are solid. And if we can't, democracy fails. It can't work. If half of America feels the voting system is broken, they no longer will honor.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, obviously, I don't have trust in it. So we'll see what we come up with. Anyway, restoring democracy, 95 reduction. That's a Saturnian number, Saturn. That also equals 1,037 in Jewish. And we have restoring democracy on Cardano Platform is Charles Hoskinson's plan. 888 reverse ordinal. That could be seen as triple B's, BBB 222. So I like seeing that. And it also equals 330 in reverse reduction. Now we have one last one at the 1 hour 25-minute mark, talking about social media and their network stack, what they plan on doing in the future to really get the marketing and the word out about Cardano, and getting that meme stock kind of buzz, right? That meme coin stock kind of buzz. I just want to let you guys know I do have a Patreon page that you can support where you can get tons of value for cheap. We're talking about Cardano today. I do have Cardano Decodes in my Gematria Stocks newsletters and notes. That's only $5 a month. So that's a really great value. I have over 1,000 decodes from a lot of different cryptos and stocks. Some are doing really well. Some we're just accumulating for the long term, but you can learn a lot. This is for the next level people. If you like that, I know you'll love my monthly sports documentaries. I drop a 30-minute documentary every month. All of them bangers, classics, instant classics. I have 7 up already on my Vimeo page. There's about to be an 8th this month. It's going to be on the King Richard movie about tennis, Will Smith, royalties, jeans, all of that. It's going to be a banger. But say if you want both my Gematria stocks and my monthly documentaries for only $8.63 a month. That's a $1.37 discount, the 33rd Prime. You can get my Dream Schemers Ultimate Woke Pack. You can get both of those. Amazing value. Amazing. You also have my Discord, which is free for anyone to join. Go into the comment section below or the description and join. I would love to have you. It's a positive community, a lot of love. Again, join my Discord community. Now, back to the video.
Exposure on the social media aspects. I wanted to ask you, it's probably one of the last things I'll ask you. You were recently talking about the virality of Cardano. And, I've never really been one to think that Cardano needs marketing. I wouldn't straight out say that, but what does that look like to you?
Well, it needs product marketing. So, for example, our network stack is the most sophisticated and best network stack in the entire industry for all the state protocols. Why? Well, no one really can answer that outside of a small handful of people that work on the stack. They can talk about multiplexing, they can talk about these miniature protocol ideas and how they can be all model state machines and how we can simulate things that other people can't. There's a lovely paper out of Stanford from She and his co-authors at MIT that kind of talk about all the problems that proof of stake protocols have with the stack that Bitcoin developers actually were aware of. It's one of the reasons why they were so dismissive of proof of stake. And it turns out we solved a lot of those problems. The paper references us. So that's great. But good product marketing will actually get those USPs down on paper, build infographics, make them viral, and then the community can spread that and talk about that inside. That's one of hundreds of little things that we put in. This is a magic that most people don't care about, don't see or even know about. It's like having a beautiful layout of transistors and other things, like capacitors on your motherboard inside your computer. You can have your memory in a certain place. It's all shiny and nice, your CPU can be real pretty, and just absolutely perfect cabling job. But let's say it's a closed case, you can't see inside. So all that magic is hidden. Product marketing is about opening these up, putting an exhibition window and allowing people to see the memory and all the other stuff and get them excited about it. So that doesn't need to be done. And it's a difficult task because it slows down development. So at the end of the day, the marketers then have to talk to the engineers and the scientists. These are non-trivial conversations. It's a lot of work, and that's time they're not spending writing papers and implementing code. So there's trade-offs. Reach a scale where it's and then good grounding for social media. I mean, good surrogacy development, good resources for surrogates, good news, very important, good infographics, these types of things. They really help create awareness, get people excited, propagate information, and deal with fun. Fun travels so quickly in this space. It used to be a game, they stopped doing it, thank God. Years ago, they used to, on 4chan and other places, make up the founders of projects were dead. Like, I was killed 3 times, Vitalik 7, and they say, oh, Vitalik was killed in a car accident, and then it sometimes get picked up by media. And then, of course, it hit the price. And it spread like wildfire. Everybody's retweeting, everybody's going to Facebook. People are ringing my phone saying, Charles, are you okay? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, and they'd be real clever. They do when I'm going fishing or on vacation or something like that. So it'd be harder to reach people, those types of things. So, good social media game gives you some resilience against that stuff. And it helps protect you in addition to getting good facts out.
So essentially what he was saying, that it's a long-term process for where he feels comfortable that they really should get, really kick up the social media marketing and do it correct. There's still a lot of building blocks he wants to get in place where, it really makes sense, and he has to put the right sources in the correct places for this to get up. And that's what I like. I like a company that's grinding, knows the grindstone, they're really doing it. So that's why I'm really bullish on Cardano in the long term in their platform. When you talk about society, they have him as a face, figurehead story type of cryptos and stocks. They do well. So I'm really bullish on what they do long term. So let's just get in that last little decode on the article. So the last decode we have is network stack Cardano ADA 222 in English ordinal. So you have that to round it all out. Like I said, go watch that full video. Thank you, Dan from Crypto Capital Venture, for doing that with Charles. Really informative. I learned a lot. Guys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. I would love to hear your comments in the comment section below. But with all that being said, Art Turner, Data Productions Media, dreams are tangible aspirations where we scheme our dreams into existence. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.